had his tongue cut out by a ghost just because he cursed. Is there anyone here who often curses and swears? Then you should listen to this story. Mr. John recounted that there was a group of friends with a total of 5 people, and in this group there was a guy named Han. This man's heart is very good, but his mouth curses a little bit. It's just a little cursing, but out of 5 sentences, he curses 2 sentences. Even though everyone had advised him to change a lot, it seemed like it was in his bones and blood, so he couldn't change it. That night, around 7 o'clock, his group gathered to go drinking at a bar. When they passed by, they just stopped in, but it wasn't a familiar bar. After drinking somewhere for a while, this guy asked the shop owner where the bathroom was, and the shop owner pointed him to the bathroom. When everyone sees that this toilet is located next to an alley, inside this alley it is completely dark. There is no light at all. He stood in front of the bathroom for a bit, but he didn't go in yet. Then he left this alley again. About 2 or 3 minutes later, coming out of this alley, this man showed a very annoyed face. Everyone just asked him what's wrong. He just sat down, he cursed, and then he said, "What the fuck, just now I was planning to go into that bathroom, but I saw that it smelled and it was so dirty, so I saw the alley next to it and went in there. Let's go, who knows, we'll meet a crazy person." People don't understand anything. I just asked him what it means to meet a crazy person. What is it like? Then he told me I pulled up my pants to prepare to go to the bathroom when someone tapped my shoulder from behind. I turned around and saw a woman. This woman just told me no. If you can go to the bathroom here, if you go here I will kill you. Hearing that made me so angry, I cursed this crazy mother. He pushed this woman's hand away and continued, "I'll just go there, what are you doing to me?" After saying that, he kept urinating, and the water even splashed on the wall. As soon as he finished walking, he felt a cold wind blowing into his body from this alley. And he no longer saw the woman from before. The hero also said, "That's right, it must be in the alley. That's someone's house and you go to the bathroom there and it smells dirty. People say you can't go, that's right." This hero is very stubborn. I don't want to listen to heroes. I just heard that story, so it's me and my friends at this drinking party. If I go to the bathroom, I go in the toilet, not go into the alley like this guy. After drinking for a while, the rest of the people found this guy very strange. Normally, at drinking parties, this guy talks a lot, but I don't understand why. Just sit there quietly. Quiet. No matter what people asked, he didn't answer, he just kept silent and shook his head. Everyone just thought that he must be a bit tired today, so everyone decided to end this drinking party very early. On the way back, things started to happen. All 5 people were always going back and forth on the same road, but because they were under the influence of beer, everyone drove very slowly. Of course, while walking like that, all 4 people saw this guy right near the intersection. Suddenly, he revved the engine really hard and passed everyone. At this time, everyone was very scared. Because right at the intersection, there was a red light, but this guy went through the red light, as if it was not unexpected. Then from the right side a truck came out and everyone saw that this guy had lost his wheel and then fell under the truck. Seeing my friend get hit by a truck and crawling down there, oh my god, everyone was completely lost. Not knowing how to live or die, everyone ran over to check out the situation. When I pulled this guy out from under the car, his arms and legs were still intact. but I don't understand why. Blood just kept coming out of his mouth. His shirt was completely wet, his eyes were now white and his irises were no longer visible. Can you believe it? When? Could be cut off like that. That's why my brother's mouth keeps pouring out blood. Normally, when we cut our mouth or our tongue, we already feel how painful it is, but your tongue 2/3 of this was broken, so the doctor had to sew it back together like that. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me feel in pain. After that surgery, even though I woke up as a patient, I didn't. I can't talk, guys, my arms and legs are all bruised and painful, so I can't move much, so everyone doesn't know why he suddenly ran away that night. The car passed away when it ran a red light like that. On the very first night, somewhere around 11 o'clock at night, right at the time when he had the accident, his mother found him trembling on the bed, and his mouth was up. But the blood kept pouring out continuously, then his finger, he kept pointing at the corner of the wall, meaning to call the doctor to come in and give him first aid. It turns out that this man's mother is also a person who believes in spirituality. When she saw her son's phenomenon like that, she immediately thought about spiritual issues. The next morning, his mother called 4 friends over to talk, then asked everyone if anything strange happened on the night this guy went out to drink. Hung just remembered that naturally after he went to the bathroom, he kept quiet and didn't talk to anyone anymore. His mother just asked before going to the bathroom, did he say anything when he came out? He said he met a girl in that alley. Then everyone immediately became suspicious. Everyone went to that bar to find out what happened. His mother went to the bar owner's place and asked the bar owner is in that area. Hey, or in this alley there used to be people. Who died or not? The shop owner was very surprised. He asked his mother why she asked about that. At this moment, the man's mother wanted to save her child, so she completely told the story to the shop owner. The shop owner then said I'm dead. So he met this girl. There it is. At this time, the shop owner told everyone about the incident that year. In the past, there was a girl who was working at night when a drunk man did pedophile things to her. That girl protested very fiercely, but that man was drunk. I couldn't calm down, so I dragged this girl into that alley and grabbed her head with my hand and smashed it into the wall and died there. The man's mother heard that and was motionless on the spot. Everyone was so scared that they rushed this man's mother to the hospital for emergency treatment. When this man's mother woke up, she said she was unconscious. So, your mother dreamed that she was standing in front of this alley, but the scenery around it was very blurry, there was a lot of smoke. Then I saw the silhouette of a girl coming out from inside. The soul of his mother took advantage of this moment. Knowing that, she knelt down and begged this girl to forgive my child, and then if you make me do something I can bear it all. Maybe this person's family had done a lot of good deeds in the past and had accumulated a lot of merit, so she didn't make things difficult for this girl anymore, so she told his mother. He came here and hit his head 21 times and promised never to curse again before I forgave him. Somewhere around more than 10 days. At this time, the man could stand up and walk, so everyone quickly brought this man back to that alley. He knelt right in front of the alley right there. In the place where he used to urinate, he banged his head 21 times to kneel and bow to this girl to ask for forgiveness. At that moment, everyone could see clearly from inside this alley the winds that kept blowing out, and from time to time everyone could see the white smoke flying around in there. Until this guy could talk again, he would tell everyone why he ran the red light that night. Let me tell you, I was driving like that and suddenly I looked through the rearview mirror and saw a girl sitting behind me, and this girl's face was exactly like hers. The girl that you cursed in this alley. His whole body was cold and still. Then he saw this girl from behind raise her hand and hold the throttle all the way. His whole body froze. He wasn't there. There was no way he could control it. When Mr. Hoang regained consciousness, he found himself under the truck. From then on, this guy quit and never dared to open his mouth to curse again. And this is the end of the story. Everyone who listens to the story finds it interesting. Please give me 1 like and 1 subscriber. I hope everyone has fun listening to the story. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.